Connor puts back right side to Corey. Corey on the wing, drives right baseline, has a lane to the basket, lays it up and in from the right side. Got by Harder, who reached in over top and couldn't get to it. 9-6 here. The Puts boys in the lead. 8 seconds to go. Connor Puts, let's get him into the offense. Wiskus has it right side. 4 seconds to go. Goes back on top. Connor Puts from the volleyball line. On its way. Got it at the end of the first quarter. Connor Puts nails it from 25 feet away. We've played 1. Edco 12. Wapsie Valley 9. Ashline deep left corner for 3. Got it from the left side. Ashline's first basket of the ball game. 2 of 9 from the three-point line this year. Now 3 of 10.
He drained that like he's been shooting them all year long. Just shot it with confidence.
And it's 18-13 now. Edco in the lead. Left side here is man for 3. Got it. A step behind the arc on the left wing. They're back within 2. Westfall drives right side. Wraparound pass to Meyer from the left side. Uses the left hand. Slides on his rear after making the basket. And Wapsie leads for the first time tonight. So Corey Puts has it left side. He has a lane to the basket. Drives in. Uses the right hand. Slides to the court after laying it over the side of the rim. And Corey puts the Vikings up by 5. That equals the biggest lead of the night once again. And with it on top, Connor Puts. He's got a lane to the basket. Hansel right side, little 6-foot leaner. It is good. And the Vikings have their biggest lead of the night with 3 minutes to go. They lead by 7, an 8-0 run. And Wiskus on the inbounds to Corey Puts. Has it right side, bouncing to the lane. Ashline, right-handed layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. It is a 14-0 run. The Vikings lead by 13, and Ashline with a three-point play. Back in the offensive end, Corey Puts. Ashline wide open, banks it up and in from the left block. It's a runaway train. 44-29 Vikings. Connor Puts, who got this game started out on the right foot for Edco, going to hang on to the basketball just inside the center court line. And it is Edco heading to the sub-state final for the second time now here in 3 years. Edco awaits the winner of North Linn in Janesville. The Vikings use a great run in the fourth quarter. Edco 48, Wapsie Valley 33. That's your final score.
The best tournament basketball is on KCTN. It's a Class 1A sub-state final tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, Edco takes on North Linn. For the Vikings, this is what they were hoping for. This team locked down defensively against Wapsie in the district final. They know tonight's opponent better than anyone. This experienced group wants to win their run. For the Lynx, 5 straight trips to state, 4 straight title games. This team has one goal: to finish the year with a title. They want to continue their run of playing in March. Edgewood, Colesburg, and North Linn. Tonight's Chalk Talk, next.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Veterans Memorial Hospital, we're right here at home.
This is Amy Robinson, Director of Rehab. I came here 24 years ago as a physical therapist to make a difference and help a lot of people. This is a family-friendly hospital, and we all support each other. Everyone cares about the patients they work with. I'm proud of the compassionate care that our staff offers. We are withstanding the challenges and moving forward together. We'll be here caring for you right here at home for another 70 years.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snowblower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Del Clay Farm Equipment, your Kawasaki dealer in Edgewood, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg. We begin the Chalk Talk for tonight's game. We're joined by Edco boys basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, your team now 21-3, an impressive victory to win the district final, 48-33. Tell me about that game.
It's one of those things where you just love the opportunity to get to play in them. Wapsie just was a solid, physical, athletic team, and we knew we had to come in really ready on the defensive end and be able to match our physicality, and I thought our guys played 32 minutes of top-notch defense, the best we've played so far this year, and that was huge. And just, offensively, we were very patient, and, we attacked, but we were more just kind of, we felt our way early on in the game, hit some nice shots, took good looks, and then in the fourth quarter, these guys just turned it on, and we just upped the ante and just put the game away. And it was just great to see this for these guys. They work hard, and they're good kids, and it was just a great win for them.
All right, now let's set the stage once again for tonight's ball game. Starting a lineup for your team again.
Yeah, so I'll be starting Corey and Connor Putz and Jack Wiskus at my guards, and then my posts will be Weston Rowcliffe and Mason Ashline.
And again, some kids contribute off the bench for you, too.
Oh, yeah. Just whatever we need, these guys are willing to do it. Kiernan Hansel, Landon Carter, Avery Wessel, they give us big minutes.
All right, now turning our attention to North Lynn. I know you played them twice this year, split those two ball games, so you know the Lynx quite well. What do you know about them?
Yeah, they wanted a fast, up-and-down game. They want to press you into bad decisions that lead to easy scores for them. They've got a mix of shooting well, nice inside presence. They, an all-state point guard in Hilmer who can break you down off the dribble and try to get into the paint to either score or get his guys something, and, he'll shoot it from 25 feet. So you have to range out, and, it's just we got to stay balanced, and we got to do a nice job of keeping those guys in front of us and just making every shot we possibly can, a tough shot for them. And then on offense, just taking care of the ball, can't get caught in their traps, and, be looking to play downhill. We can't be playing side to side against them.
All right, so some of the other things that you really want to see out of your team tonight then?
Yeah, I really think we got to own the boards. I've been really happy with the way we've been rebounding here recently, and we got to keep that purpose. And, this is a team that we really match up well with. As far as size-wise, I actually think we're the bigger team, and if we add the physicality to it and we own the glass, I think that's huge. Finding the open guy, they over-rotate and they really pressure, and it's being able to see beyond that pressure and find that open guy as many times as we can is going to be huge. And just our balance is going to be key. We don't need just one guy to go off for 20. If we can get 8 to 10 out of 5-6 guys, that's exactly what we want. So I think that's huge.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Hey, sounds good, Dan. Thank you.
Edco basketball coach Justin Olin and his Viking team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
At Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hi, this is Justin Birdnow from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I would like to thank all of our customers and local athletes for their business and support. Just like you, we like to have a winning edge over the competition. Stop in today to see how Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona makes you the winner. Visit us on our website, birdnow.com, and remember, you got to get to our place, Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. You'll love the way we treat you.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and Bacon Concrete in Postville. We continue the Chalk Talk for tonight's game. We're joined by North Linn boys basketball coach Mike Hilmer. Coach, your team now 23-1, victorious over Janesville to win the district final, 63-30. Tell me about that game.
Well, we came out and we kind of, we knew that they were not real deep on the bench. They had been through some injuries, so some of the kids hadn't played a lot of games yet this year. So we wanted to try to establish a fast tempo, see if we could wear them out a little bit. Weren't sure how they would respond, to our full court pressure, and we wanted to really make sure we were active and had some energy on the defensive end. And the game plan was keep the ball away from the hoop and, try to force outside shots that were contested. And I thought we did a really good job of Janesville. I don't think's probably seen a press quite like that one before. And they just didn't respond real well in the first half, and we were able to get a lead that helped us, hold them off for the night.
All right, now let's go through starting lineup once again for your team tonight.
We'll have Austin Hilmer at the point guard, Dylan Kurt and Ben Wheatley at the off guards, at forward Cade Hagenberry, and then at center Tate Hagenberry.
And some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Off the bench, you'll probably see first guy off the bench is freshman Mason Beshan. been doing a great job for us. Ty Fluhop, sophomore, coming off the bench for us and playing real well. And then we got 2 seniors, Gunnar Van Orney and Tate Collum, that have been doing a great job. So those are the 9 guys you'll probably see.
All right, now turning our attention to Edgewood Colesburg. I know you know them quite well. Tell me what you know about Edco.
Well, Edco, I like to they're very similar to us in some facets. We try to establish full court tempo, get after it style. They'll sometimes do the full court thing, but their mantra is they got a great half court 2-3 kind of amoeba type looking zone, and they force a lot of turnovers in that zone, and those turnovers lead to their offense. So both of us use, our defense to kind of create some offense, and really I think it'll come down to which team can take care of the ball better and force the other team into some turnovers.
All right, you mentioned turnovers. What are some of the other keys in the ball game for your team?
Well, I think another real big key is they're pretty big across the front line, so rebounding will be a huge key in this game. We can't afford to be giving them 2 or 3 shots at it every time down. So, the turnover margin and the rebound margin will probably be the biggest 2 keys to the game.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Okay, thank you very much.
North Linn basketball coach Mike Hilmer on his Lynx Club. The Chunk Talk continues after this.
Gardabello Auto and Tire is a full automotive service shop that offers tire sales and repairs. We have 24-hour gas and diesel pumps where you can pay at the pump, a tire truck and mobile service vehicle for roadside and on-the-farm assistance, and a semi-wrecker so no rig is too big. Check out our current tire rebates by stopping into Gardabello Auto and Tire or call 563-964-2005. That's 563-964-2005.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Unfortunately, car accidents always seem to come out of nowhere. Introducing the I didn't expect the accident, but I was prepared for it policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foley, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader, and Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah.
Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to West Delaware High School. We've heard from the coaches. Here we go. The top seeds in these districts here meeting in the sub-state final, and a Class 1A state tournament berth is on the line here tonight, Coach Hammond.
And that's how basketball should be. The top teams from each district make to the sub-state, and it's just ironic that both of these teams were 1-2 in their half of the conference. They've met each other twice. One won the first one, one won the second one. The rubber matches tonight here in Manchester.
All right, let's start with both of those ball games. Edco won at home, 52-47, a ball game in which North Linn struggled from the field, only shot 29%. Edco really kind of controlled that ball game, so North Linn, in a rarity, had to play from behind.
Yeah, playing from behind, having to shoot a lot of threes in that game, and just kind of took them out of their comfort zone offensively. Edco did a nice job of getting out fast in that game.
And in the second matchup, just the opposite. It was North Linn getting the lead, and Edco had to play catch-up. And Edco didn't shoot particularly well that night, and North Linn won that ball game. Edco won the first one 52-47. North Linn won the second one 61-47.
Well, and if you want to talk about history leading up to this, since 2009, North Linn has won 25 of 26 matchups. So they've dominated this series over the years, but it's different this year. Edco's got one. They beat North Linn in the regular season. They know how to do this. They got to show up and play tonight.
That stopped North Lynn's 108-game winning streak in the Tri-Rivers Conference. North Linn trying to get back to the state tournament for the 6th straight year. They have played in the last 4 title games, bouncing between 1A and 2A, so they're used to playing in March.
Oh, yeah, big games are their thing.
For Edco, this is what you have been gunning after, this group of seniors here, for their final opportunity to try to kick down that door to state for the first time since 2018.
Yeah, 2018, they had, a good group of seniors in that, but they didn't have anything like this. 13 guys who've been sticking it out. All 13 seniors like to get down to Des Moines, and it has to happen tonight.
For Edco, we always talk about this. It starts for them defensively. That's always the key for them. I think you expect both these teams to really bring their A game. I think there's not going to be a possession let down for either team tonight.
Yeah, there can't be. There has to be consistency on offense for the Edco team, and I think they need to keep this game under 50 points. I think that's to their favor.
We saw that against Wapsie Valley, more of a ball control Edco team, being patient, making him play defense there against Wapsie Valley, and they'll try to do that against North Linn. But again, this is a different defensive team you're facing tonight. So let's go courtside. Our public address announcer is Jeff Harper. Here's the starting lineups here as the lights darken here in West Delaware. Let's go courtside now.
We would like to welcome everyone to tonight's Class 1A Sub-State Final Contest between the North Linn Lynx and the Edco Vikings. We wish both teams good luck tonight as we continue to promote good sportsmanship. The lineups for tonight's game: for North Linn, a junior number 12, Ben Wheatley. And for Edco, a senior number 20, Jack Wiskus. For North Linn, a senior number 20, Cade Hagenberry. And for Edco, a senior number 22, Connor Putz. For North Linn, a senior number 22, Dylan Kurt. And for Edco, a senior number 24, Corey Putz. For North Linn, a senior number 24, Austin Hilmer. And for Edco, a senior number 30, Mason Ashline. For North Linn, a junior number 30, Tate Hagenberry. And for Edco, a senior number 42, Weston Rowcliffe. The head coach for North Linn is Mike Hilmer. His assistant is Travis Griffith. Head coach for Edco is Justin Owen. His assistants are Michael Luchin and Travis Preen. The officials for tonight's game are Todd Raby, Nathan Sarr, and Bob Squires.
There you have it. Starting lineups, opening action from the Sub-State Final coming up next from KCTN Sports.
Winter high school sports season has.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Beafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Via Field is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Via Field? Go to viafield.com. Via Field is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Sold's Perk Central Coffee House and Cafe in Guttenberg is now open. Perk Central has an extensive coffee and tea menu, full-service cafe serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a full bar lineup too. Perk Central joins the Green Acre Country Market and Liquor Store at 7 Gerda Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Perk Central and the Green Acre share the same entrance and hours. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. You can eat, drink, and shop at Sode's.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Pam Vasky of Smith Insurance, Strawberry Point, and Heritage Mutual Insurance, Gateway Appliance in Manchester, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Car Auto Group, Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, and Quillen's Quality Foods, serving Northeast Iowa.
Great job there with the starting lineups for the sub-state final tonight. The Edco crowd off to our right here as we're set up above here in West Delaware. Great crowd on hand for Edco. That side nearly full. North Linn has a tremendous crowd as well, as they nearly have that size full. I see there's some room down there on the far end, but obviously this is a huge gymnasium, which makes the crowd look a little more spread out, doesn't it?
A little smaller, but there's a lot of people here from both sides, faithful fans cheering on their teams
And
tonight.
again, they took the lights down here. We couldn't do that at our gymnasium because it'd take 15 minutes to get them back on.
Yeah, it'd take forever to get those on. Not like it used to be. So.
All right, this is going to be fun. The sub-state final here tonight. And to jumping up will be Hoggenberry, Tate Hoggenberry to jumping up there, and Rowcliffe to jumping up for Edco. They're wearing their away black uniforms with the Edco in yellow, and we are underway. Meanwhile, for North Linn, the home white team, of course, and they have links across the front. Right away, no surprise, North Linn's going to come out man-to-man, and pressuring Connor Putz goes left side to Wiskets. It is knocked away, but picked up by Ashline at the center court circle, then taken away by Austin Hilmer. Hilmer drives in, scores the right-handed layup, and that's what North Linn does well. Press you, create turnovers, they strike first. So back in the offensive end, here's another turnover. Connor Putz, it's intercepted by North Linn, but the Vikings get back defensively as North Linn tried to bounce it right side, and Corey Putz with the steal.
Yeah, got it right back there on the errant pass. So a nice job, and the Vikings need to capitalize here.
Ashline to Corey Putz, bounces it right side to Rowcliffe. His layup misses it. Ashline the rebound, put back shot from the left side, backs it up and in. As he spun backside, nice follow-up by Ashline, and the Vikings on the board.
Yeah, nice follow there by Ashline. Just a little strong by Rowcliffe, but both teams exchanging turnovers that last time down.
So now Edco wants North Linn to play half-court offense. They go to the high post area. Jump shot from the elbow there by Tate Hoggenberry. It is short. The ball then goes out of bounds underneath the basket, and a North Linn foul underneath the basket, as there was a bit of a nudge underneath the basket as the Vikings went for the rebound.
And that foul's against Cade Hoggenberry underneath the basket, going for that rebound, just knocked the guy down, and a little full court pressure here coming by the Lynx.
And North Linn's pressure will be non-stop, and it will be for 4 quarters, so it's important for Edco here to handle this. Backcourt area, Connor Putz. He is guarded, by the way, by Cade Hoggenberry. And Connor Putz stops the dribble but hands it out to Corey. Corey goes right side to Rowcliffe, but he hand in the passing lane on the weak side. Dropping down defensively, Cade Hoggenberry with that help side defense. Knocks it away underneath the basket. They'll take it off the right side of the basket.
Good find, but good hands by the defense there.
So off the right side, it will be again Connor Putz. Problems getting it inbounds, needs a little help, and he throws it over the heads of Rowcliffe, and it's picked up there by Hilmer on the far sideline. Ahead of the pack there is Hoggenberry. Tate Hoggenberry throws it down, and it is 4-2. The Lynx in the lead, and their crowd very much alive.
Oh, yeah, that was a huge play for them.
Ashline loses the ball in the lane on a pass that was deflected. Here again is Hoggenberry. It's Cade. Drives in right side. The shot no good. An offensive foul.
And that's the second foul there on Cade Hoggenberry, knocking the guy down. So
Corey Putz getting back defensively draws the charge. Cade Hoggenberry, who was in foul trouble in the Edco win against North Linn. 2 early fouls, as you mentioned.
Yeah, he's going to have to go to the bench there, and he's going to be missed there, but we've got a sub there on the court for him right away.
And that, again, Dylan Kurt into the ball game, and also number 32 there, Mason Beechin in there, a 5'11 freshman. Backcourt area, the Putz twins. That's Connor. And he brings it into the offensive end. As I say that, he flips it back to Corey, who does bring it in the offensive end. Left side to Connor, 2 minutes in. Connor in the corner to Ashline. Drives left side, has the ball knocked away, dropping down defensively. Wheatley. Ben Wheatley reaches in, steals it away for the Lynx.
Yeah.
Such active hands.
Very active hands out of the Lynx early on here. They got 4 turnovers against the Vikings.
Hilmer drives in, sliding in, tries an up and under move that is no good. Tate Hockenberry got the rebound, tried to release it back to the wing, and it goes out of bounds into the Edco bench. He was expecting a Lynx player there, not the case. And Hilmer missed on the drive, and the pace of this ball game, as expected, intense.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast-paced game, and not a lot of scoring. I think that favors the Vikings. They don't mind running, but I just don't think they want to get into a shootout right now.
Backcourt area, Connor puts again pressured and playing the good defense on top there as Mason Beechin. Right side to Ashline. Ashline at the right elbow. Covered, goes in the corner. That's Wiskus. Wide open. Left side for 3. Circled in and out. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Tate Hockenberry, but stripped by Corey Putz. Actually, Connor stole it away. And then as Corey got the ball in the middle of the lane, tried to go back right baseline to Connor, and the ball was deflected out of bounds by the Lynx. And it stays down here with Edco, though our officials are going to talk it over.
They are going to talk about it, but it looked like North Linn got a hand on that and tipped that out of bounds. And you saw Edco clearly stay away from that ball, knowing it had been tipped.
Kiernan Hansel into the ball game for the Vikings, and they go. He checked in for Rowcliffe. Back out on top to Corey Putz. That's Connor at the volleyball line on top to Wiskus. Wiskus has it top of the key, covered, back over to Connor Putz. Putz to Corey, and they run that weave. Left side, there's Wiskus, open left corner. Thought about the 3, but instead drives in, swoops in, uses the left hand up and in. Didn't settle for the 3-pointer. Wiskus to the rack, and the Vikings tie it up at 4.
Yeah, just a nice drive there by Wiskus. Had an open look, but thought better of it and beat a couple of Lynx to the basket.
Edco will play 2-3 zone, but the Putz twins do a lot of trapping on top, and they even want to do that here against North Lynn's guards too. Right side, they want to make them uncomfortable. So they look in the lane, and that is Tate Hockenberry. Pulls up, middle of the lane, shot no good, but a body call there, and that's on Wiskus. One thing that North Linn is so good at is like Tate Hockenberry caught the ball at the high post and immediately went into a shot move.
Yeah, he knew he was going to go down the lane. He knew he had to make a move there. He was going to pull up right away. No hesitation at all by Tate Hockenberry.
Free throw on its way, and it is rolls around, hangs on the front of the rim, and slides through. Tate Hockenberry on the season, averaging over 15 points a ball game. Hilmer's their leading scorer at 20. Kurt averages 13. Cade Hockenberry at over 10, so they've got 4 scores in double figures. Second free throw, it is good, and the Lynx lead 6-4. Meanwhile, you've got Ashline leading Edco at nearly 14 points a ball game. Corey Putz at 10. Wiskus at about 11 points a ball game. And then you've got the other guys, 7-8 points a ball game with Kiernan Hansel off the bench at about 8 a game. So Corey Putz right side to Connor. Connor has a lane to the basket, takes a leaning shot on the way in, no good, but fouled on the way in. And the foul committed there on the block by Mason Beechin on the right side. So heading to the free throw line is Connor Putz for 2.
Yeah, nice drive there by Connor Putz. Even better was the seal that sometimes goes unrecognized, but Jack Wiskus just kind of sealed his guy and gave him that extra step in the lane to try to get that ball off the glass.
Free throw by Connor Putz. It is no good, and he'll get another opportunity. Substitution for North Linn, and you expect both teams again to be shorter on the bench tonight. Ty Fluhopt, a 6'2 sophomore, checks in, and checking out for them, I believe, was Beechin. So the second free throw by Connor Putz, it is good, and it's 6-5, 3.5 into our opening quarter. North Linn in the lead, and there's the Putz twins at center court as they bring it left side with Kurt. Kurt, left sideline area, gets to the elbow, pump fakes, covered, goes on the left wing area now with Wheatley. Wheatley pushes it back out on top here, left open for a moment, but instead goes in the corner. That is, again, Tate Hockenberry drives in, flips it up. Shot no good. She left it short. Good straight-up defense by Wiskus and Ashline, and Connor Putz the rebound. Wiskus back into the offensive end. He drives in, has a lane to the basket, floats it over the front of the rim, driving in on the right side. And the Vikings have their first lead of the night at 7-6. Halfway through the first quarter. Hilmer, left side, Wheatley, left wing, fires up the 3, banks it off the back of the rim there. Rebound by Ashline, and a foul over the back there, and that was Fluhopt climbing over the back. So the ball goes back here to Edco. Both coaches said turnovers and rebounds were going to be huge tonight.
Rebounds are going to be, because they have to, they have to take every possession as gold right now, and Mason Ashline did a nice job boxing out there, and Fluhopt just kind of came over his back.
The 4th team foul on the Lynx. Edco has committed 1. So in the backcourt area, it is Corey Putz, brings it across the timeline, nearly loses it into the backcourt, somehow seams it over to Wiskus, and Wiskus goes to the elbow. Ashline, 15-footer, it is up and in. Ashline caught it at the right elbow, wide open. Vikings lead by 3. 3.5 left in our quarter. Here's a reach-in foul by Connor Putz in the backcourt as Tate Hagenberry caught it on the inbounds. So what we're seeing right now is this game is being called close. I don't want to say tight, but it's being called close.
Yeah, and
which team adjusts?
Yeah, they're not going to let anything get out of hand. Right. I think that's what they're doing right now. It's not tight, but it is very close, and it's fair on both ends.
Hagenberry, and at the elbow, goes right side, tried to bounce it in the lane there to Flew-Hopped, and the ball ends up on the floor. There's Corey Putz diving in there, also Hilmer as well. And I had another Lynx player diving in there. It is a jump ball, and it stays down here with the Lynx.
Yeah, nice job, both teams getting on the floor, getting after that. I think Flew-Hop had his hands in there as well.
Boy, I tell you what, tonight, you're going to see tons of guys diving at every loose ball tonight. That's what these two teams do best, seem like getting to every loose ball. Back out on top, the Lynx have it as they took it off the right side. Hilmer, and he reverses it left side to Wheatley. Wheatley, left wing area now, looks to the high post. Good defense by Edco. Hilmer has it right side. Wiskus plays the middle of that 2-3 zone. Kurt at the left elbow, covered, takes a leaning shot. It's blocked, but picked up by Tate Hagenberry. His shot in front of the lane. Goes in front of the rim, rolls all the way around and stays down. Tough move by Hagenberry. They're back within one.
He went up strong with that thing, and it just crawled over the edge of the basket. But nice move inside.
He is such a lengthy kid. Connor Putz beats the pressure, tried to go left side, intercepted by Kurt, and here's a run out. Wheatley's ahead of the pack, drives in, scores the layup, swoops in from the left side, uses the right hand. And just like that, the Lynx retake the lead at 10-9.
And Edco just needs to be a little more crisp with those passes. They're there, but so is the Lynx defender, so they got to just get a little more oomph on those passes.
Corey Putz to Connor. They're in the offensive end. Left side, Ashline puts it on the floor. Cut off on the left baseline. Reverses it right side now. Top of the key to Wiskus. Wiskus thought about the step back three. It's knocked out of there by Hilmer. Goes into the backcourt. Hilmer diving for it. Comes up empty. Connor Putz has the basketball. Putz goes right side. Kieran Hansel, baseline, 8-foot shot. Rattles around. Got it to stay down right below us. And it's 11-10. The Vikings in the lead, and they want a timeout. 2 minutes left in the opening act. Vikings lead by 1. Let's take this break.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Edgewood Signs and Designs, The Edgewood Reminder, Ray's Excavating, Edgy Megs and Edgewood, The Edgewood Building Center, Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. You're listening to Edco Tournament Basketball on KCTN FM 100 and the live video stream on kctn.com.
That was a quick 30-second timeout by Edco, and obviously Coach Olin felt there was something important to get to his team there because they scored that basket to retake the lead, and he immediately called timeout.
It almost looked like they were in a bit of a scramble, not really sure if they were going to put pressure, drop back, and it looks like he's going to change strategy here, drop back into that tight 2-3 zone that they like to play.
And across the timeline now for North Lynn, it is going to be now number 32, Beechin. Goes left side now to Wheatley in the lane area, looking into the lane, I should say. Goes back out on top to Kurt. High post area, Hagenberry. That's Tate, right elbow, drives in, takes the little one-handed runner over Wiskus up and in. Again, he's got that length and just able to reach over top. Hits the little 5-footer middle of the lane. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Connor Putz, they run an alley-oop play. Wiskus catches it on the weak side, but North Lynn gets back defensively. Corey Putz to Hansel. Left side now here, and that is again Corey. Goes baseline, Ashline, muscles his way to the left block, but covered. Back out on top, Connor Putz, top of the key for three, got it! Connor Putz, and as we've said, should be shooting more. They lead by 2.
Yeah, that was a huge shot by Connor Putz, just catching a rhythm, knocked it down.
And here is, again, Connor knocking the ball away. It's actually Corey knocking the ball away, but it's picked up by North Lynn at center court. North Lynn has brought in Gunnar Van Norney, a 5'11 senior. Meanwhile, down low, Tate Hagenberry shot right side, no good, underneath the basket on a nice feed on the inside. And Tate Hagenberry goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Hagenberry having a great first quarter. He's got 8 of the 12 points for the Lynx with an opportunity for a couple more at the free throw line.
The foul is on Ashline. That'll be the first on Ashline. It is the 3rd team foul on Edco. North Lynn has committed 4. Free throw on its way there. It is good by Tate Hagenberry. Substitution. Hilmer was out for just since that last timeout. Hilmer comes back into the ball game, and Wheatley will check out for the Lynx. 57.9 seconds to go here in a fast-paced first quarter. And the second free throw being eyed by Tate Hagenberry, trying to tie it up. Free throw on its way there. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound kicks out of there, but it's picked up by North Linn on the left side with Van Norney. Back out on top to Hilmer. So an offensive rebound keeps the possession down here with the Lynx.
Yeah, that was a big rebound there. It would have been nice for the Vikings to get that one, but second chance here for the Lynx.
Hilmer goes the high post area to Kurt. Kurt covered, right side, thinking about the three is Van Norney. Instead goes on top to Hilmer. Hilmer drives down the middle of the lane, kicks it right side in the corner. That's Van Norney right side for three, leaves it short. And the rebound by Putz, there's a foul as Connor Putz got the foul. And I think they might call Connor Putz for maybe a hold down low. He got the rebound. There was some contact as crashing to the floor was Beechin, and they say that, he was kind of holding him is what happened.
Oh, yeah, they're saying he had a hold of his hip or his arm down there and went up for that rebound, and the other guy wasn't able to jump.
Now, that's the second foul, however, on Connor Putz, so that is a big concern. They'll take one of the guards out and bring in Rowcliffe, and here's Hilmer, 25 feet away, right side, got it! I'd say closer to 23, but still it's a three-pointer, and the Lynx lead by 2. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Across the timeline, here is Corey Putz. Feeds it left side to Ashline. Stripped by Kurt on the way up. Here's a fast break opportunity for the Lynx. Kurt dribbled by everybody. Took an extra step. Traveled with the basketball. Kurt made a nice move. And in the NBA, that's legit.
Oh, yeah. That's
in high school.
Not here in high school basketball. You know, the thing that's changed here is now we have an extra post on the floor for the Vikings, and you have a ball handler. But as I say that, Connor Putz is going to check himself back in here for these last 11 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other choice in a game like this. You expect Connor Putz, a senior, to stay out there, and you're going to take a chance.
Play through it.
So with 11.6 seconds to go, it is the Vikings having to go the length of the court. Both teams now with 4 fouls. Backcourt area, Connor Putz brings it to Corey. He's in the offensive end now, top of the key. 4 seconds to go. Right side, here is Connor from the volleyball line off the back of the rim. Rebound knocked away, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Hit that shot against Wapsie Valley, but not tonight.
Yeah.
We've played 1. The Lynx 16. The Vikings 14. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Del Clay Farm Equipment, your Kawasaki dealer in Edgewood, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg.
So we played 1 quarter, 16-14, Lynx in the lead. So the pace of the ball game, and both these teams, as far as point total wise, well, North Lynn's the better offensive team, averaging 82 points a ball game. Edco as a team averages around 61. So again, you mentioned this, slower pace would be fine for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think they can run with them, but I don't think they want it to be that high-scoring affair that North Lynn's used to.
Connor Putz, Corey Putz, Rowcliffe, who drives baseline along with Ashline. Also out there is Wiskus, and here's an offensive foul by Rowcliffe. Drove along the right baseline, but again, as he stepped back, gave that little nudge of the arm, and once you extend it, there's the foul call.
Yep, and the official was right on top of that. Good call, right on the baseline, and saw that arm extended. That's what got the whistle.
So for the Lynx, they start the second quarter out there with Tate Hagenberry, Wheatland, Kurt, Hilmer out there, as well as Fluhopt. Left side, and once again, that is Wheatley back over top of the key to Fluhopt. Right side to Hilmer. Hilmer, and reverses it back over top of the key to Kurt. Kurt left side to Wheatley. Wheatley drives into the elbow, takes a one-handed leaner, blocked by Wiskus, and the rebound by Wiskus. It took a step backwards. So good defense on the interior as North Lynn trying to get into the lane. Corey Putz has it back offensively. Vikings trail by a bucket as we start the second quarter. And back out on top to Connor. Connor looks things over here as he's guarded on top there by, once again, Hagenberry. Connor stops the dribble right side, needs a little help, and he goes baseline there to Wiskus on the right side. Wiskus, nice job helping out. They look over the top to get it to Rockcliffe on the right block. Banks it up and in. Nice entry pass by Wiskus. Looked like he didn't have much room, but he found Rockcliffe down low.
Found a way to slip that lob pass in there. Nice finish by Weston Rockcliffe around the hoop once again.
Quickly back into the offensive end is North Linn. So maybe we're settling down a little bit. And as I say that, Hilmer left side from 25, it is no good. And the rebound tracked down by Wheatley. He goes baseline back to Hilmer. He goes for the reverse layup from left to right, the up and under move. And the Lynx answer 18-16. That's slick.
And the Lynx are still putting on some three-quarter court pressure here, but backed off the full court.
And Wiskus thought about the three as they got it into the offensive end on the right wing. But again, they're not going to get into a quick shot situation. Go back out on top to Connor. Connor off a pick. Left side to Corey. And Corey stops the dribble back over to Wiskus. 2 minutes into our second quarter. Lynx lead by a bucket, and they go back left side. The biggest lead so far for either team, 3. And it is Connor Putz backing it up to near the center court line. They had great success doing this against Wapsie, pulling things out and then just trying to maybe spread them out a little bit. Here's Connor Putz, drives baseline, a wraparound pass to Rockcliffe, but it's knocked out of there by Hilmer. Hilmer dropped down on the weak side defensively, and then it knocked off the hands there of Connor Putz underneath the basket.
You want to talk about tips, deflections. That first quarter, North Linn had 9 balls that are either tipped or deflected, so they're very active with those hands. Another situation there.
All right, did we pass along the first quarter shooting yet?
No, Edco was 6 of 9. North Linn was 6 of 11.
So both teams shooting well at the early start of this ball game. North Linn back in the offensive end to St. Hagenberry. Center court circle. And again, that is correction there. Mason Beechin just came into the game. He's open. Top of the key. Fires up the three. It's no good as it rolled off the back of the rim. And the rebound picked up there by Wiskus. Vikings in the backcourt. Wiskus run over there as he was trying to set a pick, but that's incidental contact as Tate Hagenberry ran through the pick. Wiskus, right side. Thought about the three. Goes instead in the lane to Hansel. Hansel shot blocked there by Hagenberry. Rebound picked out of there by Hagenberry, and Hansel takes it away. Hansel drives in the layup on the back of the rim. Bounces twice, then off to the right. It is no good. And Kieran Hansel kept at it after the block. He'll be rewarded with 2 free throws.
What a monster rebound there, because that was a clean block by Hagenberry, and that ball was just up for grabs, and nobody could wrangle it in. And Kieran Hansel puts his paw in there, says, I can get this, tucks that in tight, goes up strong. Got an arm across his arm as he tried to shoot that.
Free throw by Hansel. It is good, so it's 18-17. Lynx in the lead. Hansel and Rockcliffe, you just see them rotating. That'll be the case tonight. And Hansel will get another free throw attempt. That was a great block by Hagenberry, helping out defensively. Second free throw being eyed by Hansel, and that free throw is good. So Kieran Hansel makes both free throws, and we're tied yet again here at 18. Backcourt area, they work things offensively now here. And again, in the backcourt area, they're working things around, and with it there is on the left side. It is going to be
Wheatley.
Yes, Wheatley has it left side, and Wheatley here works things around on the left wing area, and they're working with Fluhop. Fluhop back right side to Hilmer. Baseline now to, once again, right side to Current, 15-footer, right side, the shot no good. Rebound picked out of there by Kieran Hansel off the right side. So Hansel picks up the rebound here, and it is once again Edco in the backcourt.
Yeah, another big rebound there by Hansel.
And backcourt area, Connor Putz, left side to Wiskus. Wiskus with the basketball now, and Wiskus here on the left side is going to bring it back out on top to Connor Putz. We approach the 4-minute mark in our second quarter. We thank those folks continuing to watch us on our video stream, and again, we continue to do with reception. It's coming in good now. That's the important part. We'll continue to work with things here. Kieran Hansel has it right side.
A little man-to-man here out of the Lynx to change it up defensively.
Hansel pulls up from the elbow. 15-footer. It is no good, and Hilmer gets the rebound off the right side. Back into the offensive end is Hilmer. Hilmer drives baseline, takes a fadeaway 10-footer. Right side, got the jump shot there. That's a tough shot. And it's 20-18, Lynx in the lead.
Yeah, nice little drive there by Hilmer. Just found a little space on the baseline. Nice little jumper.
Backcourt area. It is again Connor Putz. And Connor goes left side. Corey to Wiskus. Wiskus goes back out on top here now to Connor. Connor, top of the key, and directing traffic now from behind the volleyball line and telling everybody where to line up. He wants Wiskus on the other side. And he starts moving the basketball here. And again, he's being guarded by Fluhop, who's a couple of steps away. And they work it back out on top here now to Corey Putz. Putz at the top of the key, left side to Connor. Fakes the three, and Connor's going to bring it back out on top. So they've slowed the pace down here. Connor Putz drives in the lane, and as he drives in, a reach-in foul, I believe, on the drive in. and the reach-in foul committed by Hilmer. So Connor puts the foul, I believe, is on the floor.
It is. It's on
the
the floor,
in.
and that's the 16th foul on the Lynx. So from here on out, Edco's going to get to the free throw line. I think they're happy with that situation.
Hilmer, by the way, checks out as Wheatley comes into the ball game as we approach the 3-minute mark here in our second quarter. And right side, they'll take it out of bounds. Connor Putz goes on top to Kieran Hansel. Hansel right back over right side to Connor Putz. Drives baseline, takes a little runner off the back of the rim from the right side. Rebound pulled down there by North Lynn, and muscling it away is Tate Hockenberry underneath. Back in the offensive end, a reach-in foul. Connor Putz, that's his third foul. Reached in behind as it was Beechin racing into the offensive end. There's the 6th foul committed there by the Vikings. But your bigger concern is it's foul number 3 on Connor Putz.
Yeah, that kind of changes the approach here for the Vikings because now they'll go bigger. They'll have Weston Routcliffe, Mason Ashline, and Kieran Hansel all on the court at the same time. That moves Jack Wiskus to the top of this 2-3 zone.
I think what bothers you the most about that is the fact that it was, again, just a reach in from behind.
Yeah, rec league basketball there,
Yep,
man.
back out on top. It is left side. Wheatley back out on top. They'll work things now offensively. High post area to Hilmer. Right side, that is Fluhop drives baseline. And as I say that, it's actually Beechin. And they'll bring it back out on top. So Hilmer was just out for a quick water break. Kurt, high post area. Left side to Wheatley. Wheatley back over to Kurt. Takes a 3. Left side. Got it from the left wing. So the biggest lead of the night for either team is now a 5-point lead for the Lynx. And Edco, as they try to push it in the offensive end, they overthrow Wiskus and they turn it over. Turnover gives it back to the Lynx.
Yeah, just trying to press a little bit there, trying to force the action and get up and down the court. And Coach Olin wants to talk this over.
So Edco wants a timeout. North Lynn 23, Edco 18. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. Let's take this break.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Freedom Bank is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We are growing your community. Freedom Bank looks forward to helping you through the many stages of life, from your first checking account to your retirement account. We have helped generations of families buy their first home, finance their vehicles, and plan for the future. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Del Clay Farm Equipment, your Kawasaki dealer in Edgewood, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a crop, harvest wisely, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg.
So a timeout taken by Edco, and a good timeout taken here. It's 23-18, the Lynx in the lead. And now you look at the fact that the Vikings, I think, trying to weather this to get to the half.
Yeah, ball handling is going to become a key here without Connor Putz out there to help out with the ball handling duties. Defensively, they're going to have to really step up, get hands in the air, and in the face of shooters.
And you have now Wiskus playing the top of that 2-3 zone. Does give you a little more length. We approach 2 minutes left in the half. And with it on the top of the key there is going to be, once again, Beechin. Beechin back out on top to Kurt. And they try to go in the lane. Knocked away by Corey Putz. They were looking for Beechin at the high post. Corey Putz knocks it away. Back into the offensive end now. Here is Edco. That's Corey Putz right side. And Corey Putz top of the key. Thought about the 3. Instead goes to Wiskus. Knocked away by Hilmer, but quickly picked back up there by Wiskus. Back left side. Corey Putz cut off there. Now spins along the left baseline area and has to bring it back out on top here now. And they work it with Wiskus, center court circle. Wiskus back left side and to Corey Putz. Putz right side looking for a cutter maybe. Good defense there by Beachhead. Putz able to go back out on top to Ashline. 90 seconds left here in the half. And it is again Kieran Hansel at the elbow. On the right elbow, covered, reverses it to Wiskus, who's going back door, wraparound pass to Routcliffe, pump fakes Hockenberry, but Hockenberry resets in midair and blocks the shot. Kurt got the rebound and a reach-in foul committed by Wiskus. So a good possession by Edco, but they come up empty.
Yeah, nice pump fake there by Weston Routcliffe to get Hockenberry up in the air, but Hockenberry adjusts where he's blocking as Routcliffe goes up, blocks him clean, and North Lynn comes out of there with it. The foul, 80 feet away from the basket. It's going to result in some free throws here for Dylan Kurt.
So that puts them into the 1-and-1, and Dylan Kurt to the free throw line here for the Lynx, who do such a good job of getting to the free throw line far more than their opponent. Free throw on its way there. It is no good, off to the right. They miss the front end of the 1-and-1, and Wiskus gets the rebound.
And they're a 68, 69% free throw shooting team, so that's a rare miss there for a high percentage team.
So we go down to a minute left here in our first half. And here's Corey Puts left open, top of the key for three. Got it! The Vikings needing that. They're back within 2 with a minute to go in our first half.
And Avery Wessel has checked in the game here for Western Roughcliffe after that last possession.
Hilmer, double team, back out on top to Wheatley. Right side, they work in the lane looking for Kurt. He's covered. Kurt has it at the high post area. Left side, that is Wheatley. Left side open for three. Long, but the rebound off the right by Hagenberry. And Hagenberry diving on the court along with Corey Puts. They lose the basketball. Here is Ashline and Wessel diving for it, and somehow it ends up in the hands of Kurt. In the lane, Hagenberry drives in, fouled by Wessel on the drive in there in the middle of the lane. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2. My, oh my, was that a mad scramble down there.
There were bodies everywhere, and I can't believe nobody could wrangle that. Looked like Hagenberry had it, then it squirts out. Then it looked like Ashline had a hold of it. It squirts out again, and North Linn pops out of it in the baseline, finds the open man in Kate Hagenberry.
Free throw on its way by Hagenberry. It is good. 24-21. The Lynx in the lead here with 31 seconds left here in our half. And the second free throw being eyed by Tate Hagenberry. So the senior for North Linn, free throw on its way. It is good. Correction, Tate's the junior. Cade's the senior.
Cade's the senior.
And he has been on the bench most of this half with 2 fouls. Backcourt area, it is again Corey Puts. Puts baseball pass ahead to Ashline, gets it ahead to him. He reverses it right side to Wessel. His layup off the back of the rim, but there's Ashline on the left side in midair. Catches it, banks it up and in, and the Vikings back within 2.
Great ball movement there by the Vikings to get that basket off.
We're down to 10 seconds left here in the half. Hilmer has it right side, hounded by Corey Puts. Takes an off-balance 3, right side, got it! Are you kidding me? He waves 3 in the air, and why not? What a shot there. So the first half comes to an end with a tough shot hit by Hilmer, and it's 28-23. The Lynx in the lead here at the half. When we return, first half stats and more, you're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
At the half, 28-23, Lynx in the lead, and Hilmer hits a shot there that was well contested to close the half.
Yeah, big three there, right as the time was running out there. That was huge to kind of set the tone for the second half.
And it's a 5-point lead, which equals the biggest lead of the night. And it is the Lynx that have had that biggest lead. Edco's biggest lead, 3, in a very tight first half. We're joined again by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals, and let's start with North Lynn individually.
North Lynn is led by Austin Hilmer with 12 points, 11 points for Tate Hagenberry, 3 points for Dylan Kurt, 2 points for Ben Wheatley, 28 points. They're 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 behind the arc, and that's important because the Vikings are also 7 of 13 from the field, shooting 54%, only 2 of 4 behind the arc, and a couple of free throw differences there. But for the Vikings, they are led by Mason Ashline with 6 points, 4 points for Jack Wiskus, 4 points for Connor Putz, 4 points for Kieran Hansel, 3 points for Corey Putz, 2 points for Weston Rowcliffe. So much balanced scoring for the Vikings, just behind a little bit here on total.
And the Lynx, a few more free throws in the first half, give them a 28-23 lead. Rebounding has been about even in the first half. Turnovers are not much of an issue for either team, which we didn't expect it to be too much of an issue.
Yeah, not too bad. Edco has 9 turnovers. They've had 6 tips or deflections. The Lynx, they have 5 turnovers, but they've got 12 tips or deflections here in this first half and 3 blocks. That's huge defensively.
I would say an intense first half, huh?
Yeah, very much so. You bet.
28-23. Lynx in the lead over the Vikings here at the half. When we return, we'll go through the rest of the team stats. And you're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Veterans Memorial Hospital, we're right here at home.
This is Cindy Barnes in housekeeping. I decided to change my career just a year ago from taking care of people with special needs to taking care of others by cleaning their rooms when they are sick. I love the patient contact I get to experience. VMH has a great benefits and everyone is so friendly, which makes me happy to work here.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. Your health affects every aspect of your life, and here at Clayton Drug, we are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We deliver a range of services with options to meet your individual needs. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing, to your home or mail delivery, online prescription refill, and a prescription loyalty program. We also have personal and home healthcare items available. Clayton Drug connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader, and Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah.
So again, 28-23. It is North Lynn leading Edco at the end of the first quarter. It was 16-14, so the pace certainly did slow down in the second quarter. North Lynn outscoring Edco 12-9 in that second quarter. Coach Hammond, let's go through those team totals now.
For the Lynx, they're shooting 50%, 7 of 13 inside the arc for 54%, 3 of 7 outside, 43%, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71%, those 5 turnovers. The Vikings are shooting 53% overall, so a little better percentage-wise. 2 of 4 behind the arc. Again, 7 of 13 from the field for 54%. 3 of 4 at the free throw line, 75%. And I think the key for both of these teams, or an important factor in both of these teams, Connor Putz spent a lot of time in that first half on the bench with his 3 fouls. And the older Hagenberry spent a lot. Cade spent a lot of time on the bench with his 2.
Well, Cade picked up his 2 very early, so it was the final 12 minutes of the first half. So North Lynn actually increased the lead during that time, so they survived quite a stretch there. But Connor Putz, and I would say the Vikings survived that stretch too, with Connor Putz the last couple of minutes of the half.
They weathered that really well, and that three-pointer by Austin Hilmer right before half really hurt because you go, instead of going into halftime with a 2-point deficit, now you have a 5-point deficit.
And he took it a couple of seconds early. So, I mean, the Vikings had good defense there, but I think that's what you expect. there's a gamer. I got the ball in my hands. I'm not afraid of that situation.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, the other thing is, I think both these teams know each other so well. I think that is really what we're seeing in the court here. I mean, they know exactly what they want to do.
They know what they want to do. They know plays. They're calling them out. They kind of know where the guys are going. So just a lot of respect out of both of these teams.
All right, you mentioned the 9 turnovers, and Edco had a couple of early turnovers in this ball game, led to some fast break opportunities. So that's a little bit of a difference here. But the Vikings had 20 turnovers in the loss the last time they played North Lynn. So you've got to be a little bit better there because you cannot give them any free opportunities.
No, and I'm curious what these two teams are going to make for adjustments going in the second half.
Yeah, so this is a case there where when you're facing a team like North Lynn, and we're given the proper props here because the limit, or I should say the margin of error is so small. It's not like you're playing somebody else where you can maybe get by with a bad possession, but I mean, it's just, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
You do. You have to value every possession every time down the court.
All right, so when we return, the second half, the Lynx 28, the Vikings 23. An entertaining first half. You're listening to Edco Basketball from KCTN Sports.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snowblower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Pam Vasky of Smith Insurance, Strawberry Point, and Heritage Mutual Insurance, Gateway Appliance in Manchester, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Car Auto Group, Furniture Showcase in Olwine, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, and Quillen's Quality Foods, serving Northeast Iowa.
All right, so let's talk about this second half. Edco trails by 5. It will be North Lynn's basketball to start the second half. The Vikings have really stopped North Lynn from what I would say one of those 8-0 or 10-0 runs that way they just delivered the knockout punch.
Yeah, they really weathered some of those. You know, it feels like it might be a run. They'll get a steal or they'll get a big bucket and kind of weather that. So that's been big, but they've got one right here. This is going to be a big task to stop them to start the second half. Maybe get a bucket, get this down to a single possession.
All right, it will be again the Lynx's basketball. Cade Hagenberry back out there to start the second half. Also out there you have Hilmer, Kurt, Wheatley, and Tate Hagenberry. And they work it right side to Hilmer. Hilmer in the lane. They get it down low there to Cade Hagenberry. There's lots of room down there, but as it quickly catches it, they close in. And Connor puts and Corey puts tie up Cade Hagenberry in the lane and force a jump ball. The Vikings get it on the possession.
And here Northland going back to full court pressure.
And that, by the way, goes as a turnover for the Lynx. So for the Vikings, the Putz twins, Connor and Corey, Wiskus, Ashline out there along with Rawcliffe. Our second half underway. Connor Putz has it right sideline. Vikings down by 5 here in this sub-state final. They'll bring it back out on top here, and Connor Putz guarded and hounded there by Wheatley, who tips it away, but picked up by Connor Putz. Back left side to Wiskus. Wiskus drives baseline, wrap around pass to Rawcliffe, and he bobbles it, picks it up in the right block, double team, needs some help, and he's going to reverse it left side there to Connor Putz. Back right side, here's Corey, open right side for 3, leaves it short, but Connor gets the rebound back to Corey. Left side to Wiskus. Good hustle there by the Vikings, keeping possession. Ashline loses the basketball there near the sideline, but it's picked back up by Connor Putz.
Boy, a lot of action there. Only one shot out of all that, but both of these teams still playing so hard.
And they have it back out on top to Connor a minute into our third quarter. Connor, guarded by Hilmer, back left side to Corey, puts it on the floor, takes a little one-handedly near the shot. It is up, but they're going to wave it off. An offensive foul. He drove in the lane, and Kurt was there on the help defense. A charge on Corey Putz.
And you see Corey tried to go straight up with that and try to float it over the top, but just too much forward momentum there on the drive and knocked Hagenberry to the floor.
When we talk about these teams knowing each other so well, I think that's a good...
That's a great example
because
of that.
This is what happens when both teams have somebody driving down the lane. The help defense is there. Left side to Hilmer. Hilmer, top of the key, pulls up at the free throw line, leans in, banks the 15-footer well long. I think he was expecting maybe a little contact there. Did not happen, and Wiskus clears the rebound.
Well, another stop for the Vikings, which is key, but they got to capitalize on that by getting some offensive points.
Back out on top, and that is again Connor Puts. Left side, Corey drives baseline. Back over on top to Connor. Thought about the three, but Cade Hagenberry closes that down, and back out on top to Wiskus. Wiskus back out on top here now to Connor Puts. Puts try to go pick and roll. They're looking for Ashline, and I think they'd love to get Ashline more involved offensively. And Corey Puts loses it, but it's picked back up, and they'll work it back over here to Connor Puts. Connor, left side, back over to Wiskus. Thought about the three from the right wing. Is a step behind the arc. Goes off a pick, brings it left side, kicks it in the corner to Connor Puts. And Puts goes right back out on top. So no reason to rush, is there?
Yeah, patience here, patience. There is no shot clock. Take your time, get a good look.
And that comes next year. Connor Puts goes off a pick. Right side, pick and roll, but Ashline is covered. They switch, and now we've got to reach in foul, I believe, there on Kurt. Connor Puts actually bumped into Kurt after the whistle hits blown there, and Kurt knocked to the floor, but Connor Puts helps him up, and they're all right.
And I think that was just that reach. You know, they've been calling that consistently all night long, that coming across the hand.
All right, Kieran Hansel in for the Vikings. Rowcliffe checks out. This is still the first possession for Edco here.
Second possession. They didn't come up. They came up empty last time.
All right, so on the offensive end, they go inbounds there, and it's a 5-second violation. Wiskus at center court couldn't get it inbounds. Connor Puts late coming over there, and it's a violation on the inbounds pass for the Vikings.
And that's the second turnover there for the Vikings, and that's unfortunate because they need an offensive bucket right now.
And we talk about those are the types of mistakes you just can't have happen. And here is again in the lane. They go down low to Tate Hagenberry. Lays it up and in. So they drove to the lane. Wheatley did. Kicked it left side. And the Lynx have their biggest lead of the night now at 7.
Yeah, the Vikings need to answer. They need to get a nice, good look here, get an easy basket, and cut back into this lead.
Corey Puts on top to Wiskus. Wiskus has it knocked away from behind. Picked up by Tate Hagenberry on one knee. Saves it back to Kurt. Here's Hilmer. They got a 2-on-1. Hilmer drives in. Uses to the right hand. And it rolls on the rim and slides in. Strong move by Hilmer with his back to the basket. Flipped it up with the right hand. And it just hung. They lead by 9. And the Vikings want another timeout. It is North Lynn 32. Edco 23. Let's take this timeout.
Brrr. The cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Edgewood Signs and Designs, The Edgewood Reminder, Ray's Excavating, Edgy Megs and Edgewood, The Edgewood Building Center, Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. You're listening to Edco Tournament Basketball on KCTN FM 100 and the live video stream on KCTN.com.
Good timeout taken by Coach Olin. The Lynx lead by 9. And if you go back to the end of the first half, this is a 7-0 run by North Lynn. We talk about a team that is made on runs. And Corey Puts left side to Connor. So the Vikings need to answer and need to do it now. Connor Puts has it left side. And again, they switch on every pick. And they go right side now to Kieran Hansel. Hansel to Corey Puts at the right elbow. And he's going to back his way in. Stops, cut off there, needs a little help. And he gets it over to Hansel. Good save there. And right back out on top to Connor Puts. You can still be patient, but that patience has to pay off.
Yeah, it has to pay off. You have to end up with a bucket. And you know, there is no 9-point shot out there. They just got to start chipping away and making baskets.
Ashline drives baseline and has it knocked away by Hilmer, who immediately left his guy and dug in down low on Ashline as he drove baseline. They'll take it off the left side of the basket. Substitution, Connor Puts checks out. Rowcliffe back in there for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think Rowcliffe's back in there, giving them that inside presence. He finishes so well around the basket, make him have to choose between Ashline and Rowcliffe.
And Wiskus takes it inbounds in the corner to Corey Puts. Puts trying to back his way down, but he's covered again on top to Ashline. Ashline, top of the key. Viking fans trying to get their crowd going here a little bit, trying to get their team going. And they work it back out on top to Corey Puts. Halfway through the third quarter, and here is Wheatley knocking it away from Corey Puts, but Puts able to maintain possession and hand it on top to Hansel. Hansel back over to Wiskus. Wiskus goes off a pick. But again, they switch. Kurt picks him up. Back right side to Corey Putz. He drives in, feeds it left side to Ashline. Back into the hands of Hansel. 8-foot shot. It is up and in just off the left side. And the Vikings score their first basket of the second half. Back within 7.
Nice bucket there by Hansel.
Hilmer cut off on the baseline, but immediately reverses it back out on top here. And they'll work it with Wheatley to reset. So now the Vikings got to dig in defensively. With Connor Putz on the bench, Corey Putz plays the top of that 2-3 zone along with Wiskus. Hilmer has it right side. Hilmer brings it back out on top to Kurt. Kurt, volleyball line. Tate Hagenberry gets it at the high post. Has it at the left elbow. Triple teamed. Puts it on the floor. Somehow gets through there. Kicks it over to Hilmer, who's sliding on the floor. Tried to keep the dribble going, and then Ashline knocked it away. And again, Ashline helps up Hilmer. Oh, I love the sportsmanship by both these teams.
Both these teams playing so hard, and they'll knock the guy to the floor to try to get to a ball and then pick him up afterwards.
Hilmer will take it out of bounds in the deep left corner here. Actually, the right corner. It's to our left. He'll take it in bounce after he was sliding on the floor. They go to center court and get it into Tate Hagenberry. Back on top to Wheatley. Wheatley has it. Hounded by Corey Putz. Back over right side to Hilmer. You have to make sure you're guarding him there because that's similar to the shot he hit to close the half. Left side to Wheatley. Wheatley covered, and the Lynx, no problem. Being patient. Wheatley by 7.
Yeah.
And they'll work it back here again. Hilmer has it knocked away, stolen away by Corey Putz, who throws it off the leg of Hilmer, who's out of bounds, and it goes there to Edco. Heads up play by Corey Putz.
Yeah, Corey Putz just kind of forcing the action there, and you can see Austin Hilmer complaining about it, but he was out of bounds when that ball was thrown at him, and just a heads-up play by Putz.
So again, the Vikings have a chance to get a little closer. 7-point lead for North Linn. Back into the offensive end as Connor Putz back into the ball game there for the Vikings. And he checked in for Rowcliffe. Corey Putz has it on top. Brings it left side now. And again, on the top of the key, goes right side to Wiskus. Steps into a 3. Right side, leaves it short. Had a great look. And the rebound pulled down by Tate Hagenberry as it hit the side of the rim off the right side.
Yeah, just a little short there. Didn't quite get his feet underneath him to elevate.
Back offensively, it is again North Linn with Wheatley. They just don't rush anything, do they?
They don't.
And I mean, they play at a quickened pace. But if you have to slow down there, that's what they'll do. Hilmer back right side to Wheatley, and he immediately goes right back out on top. And high post area to Hagenberry. Left side, Hilmer, he's open. Fakes the 3. Takes a step back 3. Left side, aired it up. It is no good. And the rebound by Ashline. Well, could have taken the open one to begin with. Took the step back 3 and came up empty. And again, the Vikings, another chance to get a little closer.
Another chance, another opportunity. They got to capitalize here. I think this third quarter, this last minute and a half, they got to get at least a couple of buckets.
Vikings have only scored 2 points this quarter, but North Linn has only scored 4. So left side, Wiskus has it on the left wing. Inside, 90 seconds left in the half. Over the top pass to, again, Ashline diving on the floor, and there's 2 Lynx with him there. They call Ashline for traveling after he spun around on this back there and apparently had possession of the ball on that far end. The turnover gives it back to the Lynx. That was the right idea on that entry pass.
Yeah, they basically said he had possession and rolled over, and that's when he made that pass. Otherwise, that would have been a nice basket to have, but the travel occurred before that.
Wiskus checks out. Rowcliffe in for the Vikings. Hilmer checks out for North Linn. And back into the ball game for them is going to be Beechin. Only 1 foul by both teams here in this second half. So it's again been a half-court game. And here's Beechin, tied up by Corey Putz as it comes across the timeline. Lost the dribble. Corey Putz got a hand in there, but the jump ball gives it to the Lynx at center court.
And here's Austin Hilmer checking right back into the game. Ty Wheatley's going to
Does he spend more energy checking out of the ball game than staying on the court?
I don't know. I'm not sure why they did that, but another ball handler back on the court.
And here is the ball knocked in away there by Beechin. It's picked up by Corey Putz, and he is fouled, and the foul is on Beechin, which isn't a terrible foul because Corey Putz was going to go down for a layup. So Beechin holds him with 1:04 to go. It's not intentional. He was reaching behind there, but it stops the Vikings with a fast break attempt, though they'll get possession.
And Beechin checks out. Wheatley checks in here, and a couple substitutions for the Vikings as well.
So we approach 1 minute in our third quarter. Inbounds again here now to Connor Putz. Putz left side and guarded by Wheatley. Going to back it up towards the center court circle. Vikings still down by 7. And Kieran Hansel has it right sideline. And at the elbow, has it knocked away by Hilmer. Yep, Hilmer dropped down, saw a big guy handling the basketball, picked the pocket, and a steal there by the Lynx. Hilmer back across the timeline on top to Kurt. 40 seconds left, and maybe the Lynx decide to work for one here.
They might.
Huh.
You know, they've got enough time. They've been patient the last couple times down.
Back over here, left side now with, again, Hilmer at the center court circle. 30 seconds left in our third quarter. Hilmer, double team, but able to get out of it. And he works it there to Fluhop. Fluhop, center court circle now to Hilmer. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. High post area with Kurt. He drives in, double pump leaner. Loses the ball on the way up, but he picks it up there. And as he goes back up, it's stripped out of there by Rowcliffe. So the Vikings dig in defensively and get a steal. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Back out on top here now is Corey Putz. And he hands it on over now. Corey Putz left side to Connor. Connor takes an off-balance three. Left side off the back of the rim. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. So the pace has slowed considerably. But the Lynx lead by 7 as we go to the fourth at 32-25. You're listening to Viking basketball from KCTN Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Del Clay Farm Equipment, your Kawasaki dealer in Edgewood, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg.
So North Lynn scores 4 points in the third quarter. Edco scores 2, and it's 32-25. Lynx in the lead as we start the fourth quarter.
Edco only took 4 shots. North Lynn only took 5. So neither team is getting the opportunities, and I think this all comes back to how defensive-oriented both of these teams are, trying to get stops.
Now, if you're Edco, you're down by 7, so you're probably going to have to quicken up the pace a little bit here. Connor Putz, Corey Putz, Wiskus, Rowcliffe, and Ashline. That's who's out there for the Vikings as our fourth quarter is underway. Wiskus has it, top of the key. Brings it right side to Ashline. In the lane, they try to go to Corey Putz, but it's knocked out of there. There was a good fronting defense by Tate Hagenberry. Reached over top, and then Corey Putz went after the ball and lost it out of bounds. Deflected out of his hands into the Edco student section.
And I'm going to assume the Edco Vikings are going to turn up the pressure a little bit here. Maybe go some three-quarter court, make somebody else handle the basketball.
Hilmer, Kurt, Cade Hagenberry, Tate Hagenberry out there, as well as Wheatley, who just came back into the ball game for the Lynx. And right side, and again, they have it to high post area now with Kurt. Kurt left side to Hilmer. Hilmer drives in the lane, loses it, but regroups, goes underneath the basket, right side to Cade Hagenberry. Shot no good, but fouled on the right block. Somehow Hilmer got that ball through a lot of traffic down low. And here is Cade Hagenberry to the free throw line for 2.
Well, Hilmer draws a lot of attention. Guys stepping up from the bottom, the backside guy coming over. So he draws all that attention. So there's only 1 or 2 guys that he maybe needs to get that bounce pass through.
And again, you have Cade Hagenberry, who averages around 11 points a ball game. His first point of the ball game right there, correct?
Yeah, that's his first attempt. With those foul troubles in the first quarter, that's his first attempt and his first point. So a huge job done on him.
And being that nobody really took any shots in the third quarter, second free throw on its way there, and that free throw is good. It is a 9-point lead for the Lynx. That equals their biggest lead of the night right now.
Yeah, that's their biggest lead. Edco needs points. Doesn't necessarily need to be threes here, but they got to work their offense and get some shots.
And again, you probably have to pick up the pace a little bit. Connor Putz left side to Wiskus. In this style of game now here, every possession for Edco almost becomes a must. Wiskus back out on top to Connor Putz. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Deep right corner to Rowcliffe. Rowcliffe thought about the 3, but thinks better of it and goes back out on top. They'll reset offensively. And again, in the lane, Corey Putz, left side to Wiskus. Wiskus, step back 3, left side on its way off the back of the rim, no good. Love the look, shot no good. Tate Hagenberry the rebound. And here is Hilmer, drives in, double pump layup. It's knocked out of there, but into the hands of Kurt. Saved by Hilmer. Left side, Wheatley for 3. Circles around, it is no good. Touched every part of the rim and rolls out. A break for the Vikings. Back offensively is Connor Putz. Corey back out on top to Wiskus. That would have made it a double-digit deficit.
That would have been a huge deficit for the Vikings.
Rowcliffe has a baseline, pulls up, 8-foot baseline shot. It is good from the right side, and the Vikings back within 7 now here.
And a nice quick bucket, a good open look for Rowcliffe. That's what they need more of right here.
Hilmer back over left side to, again, Cade Hagenberry, hounded by Corey Putz. They go high post area to Kurt. He's got a lane to the basket. Uses the left hand up and in. He got Wiskus leaning a step, and Kurt puts him back up by 9. 6 minutes left here in the fourth.
Yeah, Edco got a good basket last time down. Need another one here, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And it is again Corey Putz off a pick. He's going to take a 3 left side. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Rebound by Tate Hagenberry ahead to Kurt. Kurt drives in, loses the basketball, resets. His double pump shot. It is up and in. They lead by 11, and you get a feeling maybe another timeout might be coming here for Edco. Connor Putz drives in the lane, and as he drives in, a reach-in foul by North Linn. And after a number of fouls called in the first half, because every possession now has slowed down, only the third foul on the Lynx. Yeah. Vikings have only committed 2.
Yeah, the fouling situation has really slowed down because the up and down action, the diving after loose balls has kind of backed off because they've been just taking care of the basketball.
Off the right side here, it is Edco. After Rowcliffe checks out, back into the game for them is going to be Ashline. And driving in the lane, Corey Putz drives in the layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. He drives in right side. The officials talking here as Corey Putz drives in and leaning in makes the shot, needing some sort of a break. It's a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, and they're calling that foul on Dylan Kurt, so I didn't see where that happened, but it happened on the shot as Corey Putz was finishing that basket.
And the free throw on its way there. It is good. Rattled around and stays down, and the Vikings back within 8. Now you got to get some stops. 5.5 left here in our fourth quarter. And again, Hilmer goes left side to Cade Hagenberry. Has it knocked away, but he's able to pick it up. Center court circle. Back over to Hilmer. This is where North Linn has lots of guards too, just like Edco. Kurt drives in, knocked away by Ashline, but he cannot track it down along the baseline. And it goes out of bounds, stays down here with the Lynx.
Yeah, you can kind of see the Lynx kind of spreading things out a little bit.
North Linn wants a timeout. 38-30, Lynx in the lead. Let's take this break.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, James Rochford and Brandon Mather, agents for Community Insurance of Iowa in Edgewood, Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
So the Lynx lead 38-30. They used their first timeout of this ball game. Edco has used 2 timeouts, so both teams in great shape. 5:10 to go. It is the Lynx basketball leading by 8.
Yeah, and the Lynx have kind of spread things out a little bit, kind of playing keep away, looking for their opportunities to either drive or get the ball in the middle of the lane.
And inbounds it will be Hilmer taking it out, and Kurt rolls right to the basket, but he's strong on the shot. May have been altered there by Wiskus. Great inbounds play, but they missed it from the right side. And it banked long, and here back out on top is Corey Putz. Left side to Wiskus, deep left corner for 3. Circles around, kisses the glass, got it to go down. And the Vikings back within 5. 4:50 left here in the fourth.
That was a huge shot by Wiskus, a little shot in the arm, and now the Vikings got to turn up the D again.
And he's had a couple of them roll out tonight. Good to get the roll finally for once. 5-point lead for the Lynx. It was 11 a couple of moments ago. 6-0 run by the Vikings. And you knew they weren't going to go away.
They weren't going away, but they're turning up the defense. You can hear the Edco faithful getting behind them.
Hilmer right side and a reach-in foul from behind, and that foul is on Corey Putz. It is the 3rd foul on the Vikings, so you expect both teams to continue to be aggressive defensively because of the foul situation. Nobody in dire straits here. A couple of players with 3 fouls, but a ways to go for either team to get into the bonus.
Yeah, still need to go for tipped balls here, try to get something started with the defense.
Hilmer inbounds to Wheatley, and a reach-in foul by Connor Putz. All right, well, that's the type of foul you don't want to commit. That's the 4th on Connor Putz.
Yeah, that was just a silly foul, just kind of leaning into him there, but I don't think Edco wants to get into the bonus, but they got to put some pressure on the ball handler.
And this is where Connor Putz now really has to be smart because you need him on the court.
You do, just for ball handling.
And here inbounds to Hilmer. Hilmer drives right side, takes a jumper from the elbow, rolls in and out. It is no good. Rebound pulled down there by Connor Putz. And there's a good example. His quickness got to that loose ball. Vikings back in the offensive end. Corey Putz, left side to Connor. Connor, pump fake the 3, not going to take it. Right side to Hansel, baseline to Corey Putz. Putz, right side to Connor. Connor has it on the right wing. In the lane to Ashline, catches it over top, and he's immediately swarmed, and the ball is knocked away, picked up by the Lynx. 3 Lynx converge down low. They force a turnover. Hilmer falling down, maintains the dribble, curly needle-like, and somehow gets it to Kurt. Kurtz double-teamed in the offensive end, knocked away by Ashline, and it goes out of bounds into the North Linn bench. They'll take it on the far sideline.
Well, and the officials have set this up. You know, they've been doing a great job all night long, so this aggressive defense is reaching. They're going to call the fouls, but I think both teams are going to get super aggressive here, trying to get tipped balls and runouts.
38-33. Here's Kurt inbounds, and he drives right side. Got a step by Wiskus, lays it up and in. And one of the few times tonight that Kurt was able to go one-on-one. No help defense there. And the Lynx stop that quick run by the Vikings and go back up by 7.
Yeah, with that, with the defense over with the out-of-bounds play, nobody on the backside to help on that.
3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Here is again Corey Putz backing his way down on top to Wiskus. Left side, here's Connor Putz off the top of the key for 3. Got it! Connor Putz left side, and the Vikings back within 4. 3:15 to go here in the fourth.
And there's life in the Vikings yet. They just got to get a few more stops.
Kurt in the offensive end. Brings it down, goes right side. The ball knocked out of there by Ashline, picked up by Hansel. They challenge down low, and the Vikings get a stop defensively. Back into the offensive end now. Here is Corey Putz. Corey goes right side, covered, back on over to Connor. Connor, with inside 3 minutes to go, drives into the lane, takes a leaning shot, and I believe a blocking call. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Shot no good. So trying to slide over was number 22 for the Lynx in Kurt. And as number 22 for the Vikings went up, they got a break, a blocking call.
And when Connor Putz went up in the air, you could hear the air go out of the Edco side, that gasp of, is this going to be a charge? Is that going to be his 5th? He's playing with 4. The foul's going to go against North Linn, so a couple of free throws, chance to score without that clock moving.
And with 2:48 to go, Connor puts to the free throw line with the Vikings down by 4. They're in the midst of a 9-2 run right now. The 3rd foul, by the way, on Kurt. 5 team fouls committed by North Linn and 4 for Edco. So Connor puts to the free throw line. Not a bad free throw shooter at all. Free throw on its way there and is off the back of the rim. Everyone's going to be precious now, but he can make it a one-possession game here.
Yeah, this is huge. Get this ball to go down, get it down to 1 possession, and now you put it on your defense again to get another stop.
And the second free throw being eyed by Connor. Just hit a 3-pointer moments ago to bring him back within 4. Free throw on its way there. It rolls around and hangs in there. It goes down. Bounced around a couple of times in the back of the rim and slides through. 3-point lead for the Lynx. Hilmer dribbles between 2 defenders into the offensive end between 4 guys. A reach-in foul there by the Vikings. Hilmer, I think he was going to the rack, huh?
I think he was, and there's 4 guys that are going to make sure he wasn't going to the rack.
Just shows you how these teams, every time you drive in the lane, there's bodies and there's help defense. They'll take it off the right side of the basket. Taking it inbounds there will be Hagenberry. Inbounds to Kurt. Kurt back on top to Hilmer. 2.5 left in the fourth. Hilmer, reach in foul by Corey Putz. All right, so that's the 6th on the Vikings. North Lynn's committed 5. The next one puts North Linn into the bonus.
Yeah, and this may be a bold strategy here of, hey, let's see if we can get into the bonus, outshoot them at the free throw line. I don't know.
Yeah, and you've got North Linn with some pretty good free throw shooters. Kurt at the elbow, 15-footer. It is good. Kurt showing no signs at all of being overwhelmed. Nice jump shot from just off the elbow. Lynx lead by 5. That is a huge basket for Kurt. Back out on top, Corey Putz. Drives right side in the corner to Hansel. Hansel in the lane. Reverses it left side. Connor Putz left wing for 3. Short. Wedge between the rim and backboard. Hansel the rebound. Pump fake. His shot blocked from behind, but a foul called on the Lynx. Kiernan Hansel to the free throw line for 2. Great job by the Vikings keeping possession, and now Hansel to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, another big rebound there for Kieran Hansel. He's been huge all night in that area, just getting to those in-betweeners and being strong with the ball.
Kieran Hansel is about a 50% free throw shooter, a little bit above that. They need both right now. This is 2. Free throw on its way there, and it is over the front of the rim, rolls to the back, and rolls through. The foul, by the way, was called on Wheatley, his 2nd. So both teams are in the bonus. The final 2:06 here in regulation. The Vikings down by 4. Second free throw being eyed here by Hansel. Hansel takes his time. Plenty of time. Second free throw, short off the front of the rim. 1 of 2. Rebound by Tate Hockenberry, who actually falling down, flips it on over to Hilmer. 2-minute mark. Vikings are down by 4. Hilmer, left sideline, double-teamed, and they're going to take a timeout. So with 1:57 to go, North Linn 42, Edco 38. Let's take this break.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
So it's 42-38, a 30-second timeout taken by the Lynx. So both teams are out of 30-second timeouts, but they're in great shape. Each of them have 3 full timeouts to work with here. 42-38 is the score. The Vikings were down by 11. Got back within 3. It's 4 right now, but needless to say, you got to play defense here. Get some stops.
You got to play defense. You got to play defense with your feet, and you got to box out. It's going to be huge right here on any kind of missed shot.
And again, if there's a shot attempt, you got to get the rebound. Wheatley inbounds to Kurt. Kurt has it at the volleyball line, brings it over right side and right back to Hilmer. This is where you have North Linn. You've got players that have played in 4 straight championship games. This group 3. Here's a reach-in foul as Kurt got the basketball. Hansel reaches in. Actually, Corey Puts knocked into Kurt, who ends up on the floor, but the foul called on Hansel on the reach-in, and Dylan Kurt goes to the free throw line for what is now a 1-and-1. If you're talking about free throw shooting, Dylan Kurt is at 72%. Cade Hagenberry is at 82%. Austin Hilmer, only 68%. Surprises you.
Yeah, it does. It surprises you a little bit, but overall this team shoots
Free throw by Kurt. It is good. So Kurt hit the basket to put him up by 4. Hitting a free throw here, they now lead by 5.
Yeah, and every free throw, every possession here is going to be key. You got to score. You got to get stops. Both teams working hard.
Kurt, who averages around 13 points a ball game, their second leading scorer. Second free throw, it is good. And again, one of those seniors. And it is 44-38. The Vikings are down by 6 after Kurt makes both free throws. Connor Puts, top of the key. Stops the dribble. Back over here now to Corey. Left wing to Wiskus. Wiskus guarded by Hilmer. And he's going to reverse it here and try to go on top. Knocked away there by Cade Hagenberry. He's got a steal. And as Cade Hagenberry comes into the offensive end, back to Hilmer, and he scores the layup. Hilmer scores the right-handed layup. Vikings back down by 8 and in trouble with 1:20 left here in the 4th. Corey Puts drives in, and as he drives in, he traveled with the basketball. Tried to force the action, and North Linn here is the team that is starting to finish like a state champion.
They are. They're starting to finish around the rim. They're playing with confidence, and Edco pressing just a little bit here. They just need to calm down, play their defense, get some open looks.
46-38. Inbounds they go now to Wheatley. Wheatley right back to Hilmer, and he'll reach in, fouled by Connor Puts, who gambled, went for the steal, and Connor Puts fouls out here with 1:11 to go in the 4th quarter. And again, you got to take a chance. I get that. Connor Puts will foul out of this ball game here for the Vikings.
Yeah, kind of a risky one there, but taking chances here under almost a minute to play is all. Just taking gambles, taking chances, trying to get back in this.
So Connor Puts checks out. Rowcliffe comes in. North Linn will pull everybody off the line here with 1:11 to go in the 4th quarter. And you have Austin Hilmer at the free throw line for what is still a 1-and-1. And even though I said that Hilmer's free throw percentage is 68%, I don't think there's anybody else the Lynx want on the line.
Nobody else they want here right now.
And for the Vikings, it's a break. It's off to the right. It is no good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. So they're down by 8. A minute to go in the 4th quarter. Wiskus in the offensive end. And again, you got to hurry up here a little bit. Corey Puts has it right side. He wants to drive in. Hilmer tries to draw the charge. No call. Able to go by his Puts, but he misses the shot. It goes off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Cade Hagenberry. In a reach-in foul committed by the Vikings. Corey Puts did a good job after Hilmer fell down to drive to the right side and get to the basket. Just didn't hit the shot.
Yeah, point-blank shot there and just a little strong off the backboard. Edco almost got that rebound, but not able to. We've got another three-point shooter coming in the game for the Vikings.
Yeah, Landon Carter will make his first appearance, and it's about a 33% three-point shooter. One of the 13 seniors on this Edco team. At the free throw line, Tate Hagenberry, 1-and-1. Free throw is good. Tate Hagenberry, by the way, only a 53% free throw shooter, but swishes that one through, and they're back up by 9.
Yeah, looks comfortable up there. Knocked that down with confidence. All of the Lynx are back now off of the line.
Second free throw good. They lead by 10. So the Lynx led by 11. Vikings made a run to get back within 3. But with 50 seconds to go, they're down by 10. And in the offensive end, as Corey Puts, he drives in, uses the left hand. As he drives in left side, flips it up at the right hand off the back of the rim. It is no good. Another good drive, but they come up empty. And here are the Lynx into the offensive end. Hilmer now just dribbling it around, and it appears that Edco, they're looking to foul. Hilmer's at center court circle and just kind of dribbling around here with 30 seconds to go. And now a foul committed there by Edco. I think the Vikings were content to maybe let the time run out here, but I think Coach Olin is saying to his team, we have played too hard all season long. You seniors as a career here, if we're going to go down here, we're going to fight the final 32. And the free throw there, Hilmer now goes to the free throw line for 2. Free throw, it is good. And the Vikings trail by 11. That equals the biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, that's the biggest lead that they had. Knocks down the free throw there by Hilmer. A couple opportunities at the other end. Vikings just need to put the ball in the hoop.
Second free throw by Hilmer. It is good. It's a 12-point lead for the Lynx as we go to 20 seconds left in the fourth. Right side to Carter. Carter takes a step back three. Right wing on its way off the front of the rim. It is no good. Hilmer gets the rebound into the offensive end, and it's knocked away by Corey Putz from behind, but a foul committed by Corey Putz with 13 seconds to go. And Coach Olin here in a touch of class. He's going to bring in 5 seniors off the bench here. And his 5 senior starters, 4 of them that are left on the court, they're all going to check out.
Yeah, they're going to bring in 5 more seniors here. They got 13 on this team, and these 5 haven't played a lot on the court this year, but man, they have pushed those lead guys in the practice area.
I'm telling you right now, it's not for a lack of effort for Edco in this ball game tonight. They gave North Lynn fits and got into this ball game in the fourth quarter down by 3, and North Lynn answering here after the Vikings got back within 40-37. This is a 10-1 run right now.
It is. It was a big run there for the end of the game, and North Lynn's going to find themselves down to the state tournament again this year.
Lance Voss in there. Also into the ball game is number 40, Sam Schilling. Free throw by Hilmer. It is no good. Number 14 is Ike Jones. Also into the ball game is number 34, and that will be Nathan Carter. So we have 2 of the 3 Carter triplets. You got the Putz twins. Free throw there by Hilmer. It is good, and he will now check out. So Hilmer, that'll be the 4th year in a row. That kid's going to be playing in March. Some of these guys that are seniors for North Lynn, think of the run they've had.
They play in March every year, it seems like, so huge for them.
Let's see if the Vikings can get a final score. Jones at the volleyball line. Right side to Schilling. Schilling hasn't scored this year. Let's get him a shot. Left side to Nathan Carter. He's got on the left wing. Going to go right side. Overthrows Schilling. The ball goes out of bounds with 0.9 seconds to go. And it will be North Lynn for the 6th year in a row. They have played in 4 state championship games in a row. They will likely be the number 2 seed, and it is North Lynn. March has become their right. A great effort by Edco. They know North Lynn better than anybody. They have battled them through the years. But it is North Lynn, which lost to Edco early in the season. They win the sub-state final tonight. The North Lynn Lynx 51, Edco 38. That's your final score. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to Viking Tournament Basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Justin Burnau from Burnau Chevrolet in Monona. I would like to thank all of our customers and local athletes for their business and support. Just like you, we like to have a winning edge over the competition. Stop in today to see how Burnau Chevrolet in Monona makes you the winner. Visit us on our website, birdnow.com, and remember, you got to get to our place, Burnau Chevrolet in Monona. You'll love the way we treat you.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
T&T Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? T&T Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at T&T Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 14 today.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
At American Family Insurance, protecting cattle ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a ranch, it's your life, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your ranch deserves. Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader, and Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah.
Welcome back once again here to West Delaware. Heck of a ball game tonight. It is the Lynx. They closed the game on an 11-1 run to defeat North Lynn over Edco 51-38. I'm joined by Coach Aaron Hamann. Let's go through the individual totals and let's start with the Lynx.
The Lynx were led tonight by Austin Hilmer with 19 points, 15 points for Tate Hagenberry, 13 points for Dylan Kurt. Played big for them. Kate Hagenberry with 2 points, 2 points for Ben Wheatley, 51 points tonight. They shot 49% overall, 3 of 9 behind the arc. 14 of 17 at the free throw line for 82%, and 9 of those coming in that fourth quarter. So
basically what they do is you do what good teams do. I mean, they close the game on an 11-1 run with that type of experience and that the way they play big games. Let's go to the totals now for Edco.
For Edco, they were led tonight by Connor Putz with 8 points, 7 points for Kieran Hansel, 7 points for Jack Wiskus, 6 points for Mason Ashline, 6 points for Corey Putz, 4 points for Western Routcliffe, so 38 points tonight. Balanced scoring out of the Vikings. They shot 45%. They were 4 of 13 behind the arc for 31%. Only 6 of 9 attempts at the free throw line for 67%. And 17 turnovers, which is huge.
Yeah, and that was a big difference in the ball game there. So you mentioned the shooting percentages in this ball game, but when North Lynn needed a basket, Kurt was huge for them, scoring I think it was 10 points in the final quarter.
Yeah, he was huge in the fourth quarter, and Austin Hilmer at the free throw line was huge for him as well. So those were her 2 big players for them down the stretch.
Now, Edco got down 38-27, but you knew, again, that this team was going to answer with a run. They got back within 40-37, and you figure this is exactly what you wanted. Here you go, a chance to get this game late.
Well, and I talked about it in the pregame. Edco wants this as a 50-point ball game, and that's, North Lynn ended up with 51. They were at a chance. They were 3 points away, and it just unfortunate.
All right, our post-game show continues. We're joined by North Lynn boys basketball coach Mike Hilmer. Coach, once again, congratulations. Headed to the state tournament again.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
We appreciate you climbing the ladder here to get up to talk to us here. Obviously, this ended up being a defensive ball game, and that's one thing that you guys certainly hang your hat on here. We talk about averaging 80 points a ball game, but it all starts defensively, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we get enough credit sometimes. We try to go out, and first thing we establish is can they handle our pressure, and if they can, then we maybe adjust from there. But if they don't handle our pressure, we just keep the pressure on through the first half and try to run away with games. And we knew Edco, with their 2 senior guards, the Putz boys, 2 great players, Ashline, a great player, Roecliffe, all those guys out there, Wiskus, and those guys they're veterans. They're all seniors. They played against us forever. They don't fear us, and what a great team, and we just got lucky that we survived when we did.
All right, had an 11-point lead. Edco cuts it back to 3 there. But again, been there, done that type situation for you guys.
Yeah, we got there down to 3, and we tried to spread it out, knowing if we could get it to Dylan in the middle. He's a tough matchup. Always plays well in the postseason. He's a gamer. Thought he did a great job down the stretch for us, and without him in the middle of the post area, we would have been in trouble.
Yeah, he scores 10 of his 13 in that fourth quarter. Austin Hilmer, again, had 19 points for you as well there. Huge shot, I think, before the half.
Yeah, I don't even think it was really that great of a shot. It almost looked like the guy even stopped him from shooting it. He just shot through his hand. Somehow it went in, gave us some momentum going in. And, like you said, then we came out and we knew, even though we were ahead, all of their points were coming right at the basket, and we were getting too aggressive with our pressure, so we tried to back it off a little bit, and eventually we just decided to take it off and play good half-court defense.
All right, and that half-court defense was outstanding. Tate Hagenberry, again, 15 points for you, real solid.
Yeah, and Tate, the last time we played, didn't score till right at the end of the game. He's a real key figure for us, and just a junior. A lot of people don't know he's playing in the post area now, but when he was a freshman, he was our point guard on our JV team. So he's still not, he's not a veteran post player. So got to give him a lot of credit for all he's done for us, not only on the court but off the court. The type of kid he is.
All right, obviously, we talk about Edco seniors, but you guys have a group of seniors that have had a lot of success.
Yeah, we're really lucky, and I was telling my wife I've never been so nervous for a game, and I think when your own kid is playing, it's just a little bit different. And this is the 6th year I've had one of my kids playing, so it's the end of that era when the season's over, so I won't be quite as high-strung, hopefully. But, these seniors are kids that I've coached since, 2nd grade, all the way back to when we were down playing at Waukee and down in Des Moines, and we went all over the place. So to see the success that they've had is really, really gratifying. But, when you make it 3 years in a row while these guys were in school, you don't want to see them go out by not making it, so it's just it kind of finishes off.
And again, March becoming a ritual for you guys here, and you guys still have a goal, right?
We do. I mean, our goal is always, first goal is always to win the conference, second goal is to get to state tournament, and then third goal is, we don't really, we don't have a goal to make a state championship. We have a goal to win every game we play and try to get to that game and see what happens. But, hopefully we get down there. There's a good field down there. We just seeded the 16 teams, and holy cow, all 16 of them are really good. So 8 will survive tonight, and it'll just be a dogfight down there.
Yeah, I think Grandview Christian, obviously they may be the number 1 seed.
Well, they will be, yeah.
You guys should be the number 2 seed there, and I know certainly you guys will bring a great effort down there. Coach, congratulations on going to state again. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
North Linn basketball coach Mike Hilmer talking things over about his Lynx team. Hard-fought effort tonight. They win 51-38. That's your final score in this sub-state final. When our post-game show continues, more here from West Delaware. We'll also be joined by Edco basketball coach Justin Oland, and you can understand he's got 13 seniors spending some time in the locker room. We'll talk with Coach Olin, that and more when our post-game show continues after this.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Soul's Perk Central Coffee House and Cafe in Guttenberg is now open. Perk Central has an extensive coffee and tea menu, full-service cafe serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a full bar lineup too. Perk Central joins the Green Acre Country Market and Liquor Store at 7 Gerda Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Perk Central and the Green Acres share the same entrance and hours. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. You can eat, drink, and shop at Sode's.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Pam Vasky of Smith Insurance, Strawberry Point, and Heritage Mutual Insurance, Gateway Appliance in Manchester, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Car Auto Group, Furniture Showcase and Olwine, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, and Quillen's Quality Foods, serving Northeast Iowa.
Welcome back to West Delaware. Post-game show continues. Congratulations to the North Linn Lynx. They're heading back to the Class 1A Boys State Basketball Tournament. We certainly wish them the best of luck. They continue to celebrate here on the court. We'll talk with head coach Justin Olin here. You can understand, still having a lengthy conversation. He's got 13 seniors, which is almost unheard of. And I know they're disappointed tonight, but it is not for a lack of effort. I think this is one of those deals that, again, you just ran into a powerhouse, but they gave themselves every opportunity to get this game late.
Yeah, they were. They were in this ball game, that's for sure, and played their guts out there. It's not like they left anything in the tank or left anything in the locker room. They brought it all to the court from start to finish, and even when they had that 11-point deficit, you kind of looked at it and went, they're going to be okay. They're going to get back into this, and they had it down to 4 points, 2 possessions.
It was 40-37. They got back within 3 points there, and again, 11-1 run. North Linn closes the ball game for Edco. They beat North Linn early this season, and that's North Lynn's only loss, 52-47. So, again, these Edco seniors, think about that. I mean, that was North Lynn's 108-game winning streak coming to an end in conference play.
And I think that's why, both of these teams were super focused on this. North Linn didn't want another loss to Edco, and Edco wanted to get another one. They're like, hey, we beat them once, let's beat them again. Nothing like a sub-state to try to beat them. Both teams giving everything they had.
And, again, when you look at the numbers of this ball game, both teams shot over 45%, which, good percentages. That's about what they shoot on the average. Rebounding-wise, those stats about even. Certainly North Linn makes some free throws, and some of them down the stretch, so that's a little skewed. Really turnovers. I mean, and that's what North Linn, 17 turnovers they forced. Edco forced 9 turnovers.
Well, and I think some of that was adjustments. You watch Edco in that first quarter, they were trying to thread the needle on some of those, and North Lynn's too good to let those go through. But they adjusted. They got better at it. They adjusted and fine-tuned. But then in that fourth quarter, when you're forcing things and you're just kind of pressing and trying to make things happen, turnovers happen. So that kind of gets inflated at the end as well.
Well, and in the opening quarter, I think we were both surprised. How up-tempo it was. And it was a little crazy. It was 16-14. North Linn led at the end of the first quarter. And we thought, well, that Edco doesn't really want to play that tonight. They want to keep this ball game, as you mentioned, below 50. Let's keep this ball game in the 40s when you give yourselves an opportunity late. But it was 16-14 at the end of the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, North Linn outscores Edco 12-9. And that was Hilmer's three-pointer in the closing seconds. That put them up by 5 at the half. And in the third quarter, North Linn scores 4 points. Edco scores 2.
Yeah, that third quarter was just patience. I think both of those teams, when we talk about halftime adjustments, both of those teams went in and said, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Let's just be patient. Let's just slow it down. And both teams were. I think Edco maybe a little to a fault. Had opportunities where maybe I could have taken a shot, but pulled it back out and reset things, and just super, super patient, both teams on the offensive end.
And then when North Linn, Kurt scored on a shot from the right block when they spread the court to make it 38-27. And the Vikings are on the ropes. In that point, you're in trouble. But they come down, they get a three-pointer from Wiskus, they get a three-pointer from Connor Puntz, and it was actually the opposite way. Connor Puntz hit the first one, Wiskus hit the second one. Suddenly they get a three-point play, and it's all of a sudden here 40-37 after a North Linn basket, and the Vikings are back within 3, and that's where you wanted to be. It was a possession ball game. didn't get the stop you needed defensively, so went back to a 2-possession game, but then they're never able to get it back to within a single possession the rest of the way.
Well, and you talk about, good teams doing what they need to do, and that's what happened with those 2 big threes. Those are seniors. That's an experienced ball team. Seniors knocking down shots because they know they need them. Didn't get the stop, but shot their way back into a ball game, and that was huge.
Yeah, it didn't back away at all. Edco in this ball game, I mean, if we're going down with a fight.
Going down swinging.
And that was a great effort by their kids, but they come up short in this sub-state final. We'll take a break. Edco kids starting to make the way out of the locker room. We'll talk with Coach Oland when our post-game show continues. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
In these trying times, you don't want to waste a moment. It is time to take advantage of Freedom Bank's convenient online and mobile banking services. You can access your accounts from your computer or your smartphone and even pay bills without stepping a foot out of your home. You can even make deposits just by snapping a picture with your smartphone. This mobile deposit feature is available on approval. The fast, easy way to bank. Call today for more information. Freedom Bank, Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukegan, and Decorah. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899. Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between. Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snow blower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukegan. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukegan.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Edco Basketball is brought to you in part by Edgewood Signs and Designs, The Edgewood Reminder, Raised Excavating, Edgy Megs and Edgewood, The Edgewood Building Center, Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. You're listening to Edco Tournament Basketball on KCTN FM 100 and the live video stream on KCTN.com.
So Coach Olin making his way up here. Again, you can understand it's kind of a long walk, and he's going to have to do a little climbing up here. And you can see maybe not the bounce in his step because he just had to address 13 seniors and a couple of young freshmen in his locker room as their careers come to an end there. And maybe he points to those freshmen and say, do you see what this group of kids has done?
Right. Well, and basketball is his favorite season. Coach Olin, I mean, this is what he lives for, is being able to help these kids get better at basketball, compete, turn into great young men. And I'm sure he had 13 young men in there that he had to talk to and, basically talk about it being over and what comes next. But, he also addressed those underclassmen to say, hey, you want to get back here. This is what you want to get to. So we got to get to work. And I'm sure he'll have a little downtime, and he'll start working right away.
Think of the run, and even going back to 2017, that they've had here the last 5-6 seasons that Edco has had, including the tournament run there in 2018. So we continue as Coach Olin joins us here in our post-game show from West Delaware, 51-38 the final score. Coach Olin, this is what we expected out of your kids. You're down 38-27, but there was another rally left in them. They weren't going to go down without a fight, were they?
Nah, they never do. Even maybe when we don't know any better, Now this group, I can't say enough about them. Just of the work they put in to become the team that they became, the growth that they've shown over the past 4 years, the dedication they put into Edco basketball, and they did the name on the front of their jersey proud tonight. I'll tell you what, and just unfortunately, I think this would have been a great Wells Fargo game personally, but. It just wasn't in the cards, and we got to play them here. We had our opportunity. We just couldn't quite finish a couple we needed there, and they made some plays down the stretch and just got us at the end.
All right, let's go through this ball game because, what a start. It was 16-14. It was just like a hectic first quarter. I think we were kind of surprised by that.
A little bit. Neither team's really afraid to play fast. It was a little loosey-goosey here at time where the ball was flying everywhere, bodies flying everywhere, but – as the adrenaline started to kind of turn into thinking and the thought process and the strategical part, I thought both teams settled in and did exactly what each team wanted to do, and it was every team had to earn every single thing they got on the offensive end. The defensive end both ways I thought was phenomenal. Every shot was tough to come by, and yeah, you can't ask for any more of a basketball game.
Yeah, there's a 32-minute, I don't want to say street fight because it was better than that. It was hard-fought basketball because of the defense. Obviously, the pace of this ball game, I think, was to your liking after that first quarter. Maybe not as slow as the third quarter was, but I think you guys had no problem playing a lower-scoring type ball game.
Nah, these guys have really settled into that. If you would have taken how we were playing at the beginning of the year, I thought we were really trying to speed up and get a lot of stuff in transition and kind of making that our forte like we were last year, but I thought this team really evolved into a really solid half-court offensive team as the year rolled on, and I think that really benefited us, gave us a good opportunity. I don't think we could have played the full game, rotating basically 6 guys at the pace that first quarter was played at. I think we would have kind of ran out of juice, but the guys really controlled it, gave ourselves opportunity. We knew we had to make a push there at that 11-point mark when they were up, and really – we got right there and had an opportunity, and that's all we wanted, really.
Yeah, absolutely there in the fourth quarter. Obviously, a big difference in this ball game comes from offensively tonight. They had a couple of guys that kind of stepped up for them in key moments in the fourth quarter.
Their seniors are seniors too, and I thought Kurt really stepped up when they needed big buckets there, and that was kind of what separated just enough to force us into having to, foul and put them on the line and, make it that free throw possession game. And, they're a 6-time state team in the last 6 years for a reason, and they made the plays down the stretch that they got.
Yeah, 9 of 10 free throws, by the way, in the fourth quarter. So that with that experience in the lead, that makes things tough there. Offensively, you have 6 guys score here. Nobody in double figures, but this is kind of something about your team. Everybody chipping in. That's what we've seen all year long.
And that's what I thought going into the game, what made us dangerous. You really can't focus on just one guy, stopping one guy. And everybody trusts each other to make the plays, you know. Would have liked a couple less turnovers on a couple spots there where I think we could have got a really good look, but you know, credit to Northland's defensive. I mean, they move so quick and they close gaps down real well and just got a finger on a couple passes that could have been layups, and it could have been a very different story, but that's the name of the game.
All right, obviously you had to address 13 seniors, and it's hard enough addressing seniors to begin with after the season comes to an end. Do you mind sharing and maybe what you talked to those guys about?
Well, you know, I'll give part of it because I really don't have that long here. But, you know, I like I told them, I said I'm addressing them as a group of young men.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what, I told them, hey, guys, all this experience, all the hard work you've done to prepare yourself, to give yourself this opportunity, I mean, apply it to what you're going to do when you step out of the halls of EDCO and into the world. I said, you guys can be great at anything you want to be. And, I mean, that's a testament to how far they've come and what they've built over their 4 years here in our program. And that was just, you know, my basic message to them. And, I mean, I'm just super proud of every single one of them, from the guys that have to bust their butts for not much PT to push us every day to be able to do what we're going to do, to the guys that we put a lot of pressure on to have to make plays for us when we need it and want to step up like they did tonight. I mean, there's not enough I can say about this group and their parents and the community that has raised these guys and really been behind them the whole way.
You know, and again, the effort was left on the court tonight. So I think, and we see a lot of teams that maybe, you know, at a certain point, things are done and things are going to come to an end. But, man, they left it all on the court tonight. The other thing is having 13 seniors stick with it. I mean, that says something to you guys, Coach.
It does, and that's why I told him, I said, this is probably the one group I can thoroughly say that every single guy loved the game of basketball.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got guys who are just playing basketball. You know, hey, I'm hanging with the friends, I'm playing basketball. But these guys absolutely love to play basketball. And, I mean, they come down during the summers. I live in Manchester, and they come to Central Park. We play pickup during the summer down at the park. I mean, these guys just love to play, and it shows. And, I mean, they left their heart out there, and, I mean, there's nothing that they need to hang their heads about. And, I mean, what a great season. Tied the school record for most wins in history. The only other team was the state team we had, you know, 5 years ago. And it's phenomenal. What a great group of boys.
Coach, a great effort tonight. Great run here. We certainly ain't going too far away there. You guys will be all right. I think there's a standard that they got to get to now, right?
Yeah, and I mean, and it's going to be different, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. And
it will be.
I welcome different. That's a lot of fun for me as a coach to have to maybe change some things around and figure some things out and get this next group, you know, that nothing's changed.
Right.
We want to be right back here again with another opportunity and not come up short. And it's going to be a lot of hard work, but these guys will do it.
All right, Coach. We'll catch up with you next season. Thanks once again.
Hey, I appreciate it.
You betcha.
Hey, thank you, too. I
betcha.
just want to say thanks to the community. Man, what a showing tonight. And, man, a phenomenal student section. And, of course, you know, to my family and it's been busy here and crazy. And, I mean, they've just backed everything and done whatever they've needed to make sure this could happen. So I want to thank them.
Takes teamwork there, too, doesn't it?
Man, teamwork makes the dream work there. You know, happy wife, happy life. So it's all good.
That's what I've been missing.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck
Thanks,
to you guys.
Thank you for everything.
You betcha. EDCO basketball coach Justin Oland talking things over the Viking team. Always great to talk with Coach Oland. I know a tough loss tonight, certainly, again, not for a lack of effort. Even though EDCO loses this ball game, you know, we were talking with some, you know, a couple of the EDCO students, and this is what it's all about. Even though you lose a ball game, and I know you lost, but I think you walk out of here, you gave it everything you have, and that's all you can ask, right?
Right, exactly. You
as a
can't
coach.
As a coach, you can't ask any more out of those kids. Is they gave their heart, their soul out the court, and you know, both Puts twins ends up falling out of here because they're just trying to get a basketball, trying to get a steal, and get back in the ball game. So kudos to them for all their hard effort.
And again, the Lynx closed the game on an 11-1 run, pushed tonight here against EDCO in the sub-state final. Good luck to North Lynn at the boys' state basketball tournament. With that comes to an end our basketball season here.
We're done. It was a long season, but we we enjoyed every ounce of it.
And it has been a learning experience for us. We went with the video stream this year, so we've kind of learned on the fly this year. It's been an adventure from time to time. We haven't thrown any camera up against the wall yet, though that came close a couple of times. But we appreciate all the people that have, again, kind of helped us throughout kind of weathering and figuring this out. I think we got it figured out, though, now.
I hope so. I hope
only
next
took us all
fall,
season, but I think we got it figured out.
Settle into that to next fall. Hopefully you've got all the kinks worked out.
All right, Coach Hammond, good luck to you guys in the baseball season. Thanks for joining us.
You betcha. Thank you, Dan.
Once again, our final score, North Linn victorious. They win by a final score to 51-38 over Edco in our season finale. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. Our thanks to our camera operator, Dakota Hammond, here for the Edco games. Also thanks to all those kids from our schools that helped us out throughout the year. We had a number of kids step up for us there, help us out at the neighboring schools.
That was huge.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many to mention here, but all those kids took time out of their schedules to help us run the camera at our local gyms. We appreciate that. Also, thanks to our businesses as well for helping us bring you the live video stream as well as games like we always do here on KCTN FM 100.1. Thanks to guys running our studio show tonight, including William Mosier there, coming back to help us out to get this broadcast in tonight.
That's right.
Stepping up when we needed him most.
Breaking him in.
So I'm Dan Behrens. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click in the sports tab. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports. Again, North Linn victorious, 51-38 in our season finale.
While out and about this winter season, don't find yourself sliding on the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines and tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also have snow blowers to handle all that winter snow.